Yellow, welcome to another scene of Orlando Ascended. Today it's an okayish day, so we're going to the park for ice cream. Um, yeah, Clea is planning to tell some uncomfortable truths to little Jessie, so they're at the park. They're going to the little ice cream truck to get some ice cream. And then things will happen. So let's get to it.
Couldn't we have just gone to like a 7-Eleven or something and gotten like a tub of ice cream?
No. Come on, buddy. It's gonna be fun. Like, okay, what flavor you want? They have good they have good shit. It's an ice cream truck. Come on, little buddy. We'll get you some ice cream. It's gonna be fun.
Ah,
Let's see.
why are people staring so much? Oh,
Uh,
alright, I forgot. Yeah,
I mean, at least for once, should get more attention, I suppose.
I forgot about that. Maybe I should.
No, buddy, it's fine. It's fine. Let's get the ice cream and let's go at the tree and we can have a little chat.
Why are you so uppity?
What do you mean uppity? It's a nice day. It's not raining.
Okay, 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 then let's go get some of that ice cream then.
Narrator voice. They go and buy ice cream.
uh,
So, how have you been holding up, homie?
what do you mean? It's just the same old, you know? Just the usual.
I
Nothing.
mean, yeah, you haven't been very well lately. I mean, you went from
Yeah,
downers to uppers and from uppers to downers, and
it,
you know,
it's fine as long as I don't start seeing shit again.
well, depending on what you're taking, honestly. But anyway, just gonna sit under a tree.
uh, yeah, he's gonna just stand and just keep licking his ice cream.
Uh, come on, sit on the grass.
Okay,
Why are you so,
what?
stiff? I don't know.
I don't know. Why are you
Come
so
on, man,
uppity?
chill.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, can't I have like a good day? I mean, okay, shit's gonna happen. It's inevitable. So what's the point of being like downer? Anyway, so we went on a double date, kinda, sorta.
Mm, nice. Wait, who's we?
Damien and I and Taryn and Pam.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I guess. I think Pam really likes Damien.
That's really good.
I mean, really likes him.
Okay.
Anyway, we talked about Silent Hill. Oh, wait, we haven't talked to you about Silent Hill. Anyway, later on that. Well, we went to this nice place. That was weird, and well, we haven't. Hmm, we got a job offer from a dude. Um,
That's good. You guys, Damien has a job now.
no, we haven't replied yet because you see, we've met the dude before.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Because, um, things have happened, and we have to move on and shit from the things that happened. And I mean, this dude is gonna owe us favors now because we kind of helped him.
Well, what? Okay. Don't you want to get paid with money or something?
Well, it doesn't work that way, you see, with these types.
What do you mean by that?
Um, remember when the first time we went to that house that we went to the basement?
Where is this going?
Um, well, remember in the basement that there was a dude down there?
Uh, oh, yeah, I don't like where this is going, man.
That's the dude that gave us the job offer.
What the You fucking serious? You fucking working for crazy ass old vampire? What the fuck?
No, 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 chill. No, we don't work for him. We had an offer.
What if he fucking drains you and shit and like just
No,
tosses
no,
you?
no, 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 nothing like that. He's like he owes us like favors. Like no,
He's going
boo,
to eat
boo.
you.
No, he owes you too.
What the
In
fuck?
the distance, you hear somebody whistling. It seems to be a very familiar whistling. In the distance, you see Damien calmly walking towards you guys and waving.
Yeah, Clea will wave back.
You fucking mad? You working?
We don't work for him yet. We're just discussing if we may accept this offer or not. We're not even decided yet. But I had to tell you, you know, because you have to know,
You're gonna
right?
get yourself killed. What the fuck?
I mean, we could have got ourselves killed when we turned into animals, but eh.
What?
Hey
Oh,
guys, how are you doing?
well, I kind of told him about the dude.
Oh, for fu- okay. Damien literally like marches towards Jesse and simply go, okay, what has she told you? Because I bet she has omitted like forgotten half of the important details. Jeepers, you should be sitting down. This should be slowly approached. Okay, come on, tell me. What did she tell you so far?
You're going to work for the
No,
vampire.
no,
No, that's not what
no.
I told you.
Okay, you know what, Clea? I'll take over here because from Jesse's expression, okay, okay. First
That's
of
not what
all,
I said. You know, we just had an offer. That's what I said. Yeah, yeah.
Jesse
anyway,
is
I'll take over here before you do any more damage. Damien seems quite frustrated.
Jesse is going to pull out a bottle out of his pocket and is gonna put a pill in his hand and he's just gonna put it in his mouth and start chewing.
You know what, mate? Come with me. Let's find ourselves somewhere we can sit, and I will explain what the exact situation
I
is.
mean, we're
We
sitting
are
here.
not we are not suicidal, and he
Gonna get
will.
yourself killed, you idiot. Why?
Hey, did I say that I was going to work for a 900-year-old vampire? No, I'm not that fucking stupid.
Then
Anyway, come.
don't.
Okay, so if he has to do it a bit forcibly, he will sit Jesse down and point to Clea. You here now, and please be quiet. I have to undo
Yes,
something here.
Dad.
Somebody has to be. Okay, so uh, so to give you an idea, first we were on I guess you could say, some sort of double date with the Fallen, Terran and Pam. Nothing worrisome happened. Terran was even so nice to take us to this really swanky hotel where they had like the best food I've ever tasted, the best wine I've ever had. All was nice and stuff. And then they said, "Hey, we happen to know some old associate of ours. He might be able to help with the whole Deacon Frost situation." Fair enough. We meet up with the guy, and lo and behold, it was the vampire from the basement. Although this time he looked less like a monster and more like a man, probably because he had been able to feed. But anyway, he was saying that he was looking for talented people, blah, with skills, this, that, and the other. But basically, trying to make it tasty for us to work for him. To put it very simply, it sounded too good to be true, and I know from experience that when that's the case, it is too good to be true. There's always a hook somewhere. Secondly, I found out from Pam that the guy is at least 900 years old. Hey, I already don't trust the ones that are 50 years old. And I know at least that vampires are bloody schemers, so you can guess how fucking devious this guy must be. And thirdly, with all due respect, I'm not fancying working pretty much for anyone at this point. I've got better shit to do. And secondly, I'm not going to work for a fucking vampire. Period. After all the shit they did to me, no thank you.
I mean, yeah, but the troll dude.
And fourthly, you know what changelings do is their business. What that one werewolf is doing there, that's his business. But I've been going through the rules, and I'm pretty sure that working for a vampire would be, consorting with the enemies of the Ascension, those that would rather drag us down. I just don't trust that shit, and no, I will not work for him. I will politely decline. I will keep that boon, the favor that he offers, that he owns. He points to you, Jesse, he points to you, Clea, and then he points to himself, is a good thing. Because as in their society, if they owe you a favor, it looks really bad if the persons who owe them favors suddenly disappear. We unwittingly, I must admit, did him a favor. Okay, fair enough. That's that. We have a favor. That's something we have in the back pocket. But I don't like what he's offering, and I'm saying no. Let alone the fact that probably other tradition mages would look very much down on that, and I'm not fancied having Xavier coming like a ton of bricks upon you and me, Jesse, and then maybe somebody else upon you, Clea.
Good.
So, I hope that has cleared things up.
Well, I'm going to consult with the troll dude and with my babysitter, and then I'm going to decide what I'm going to do about it.
Fair enough. And Jesse, she's old and ugly enough to take care of herself. Let's respect that.
What do you mean ugly? I'm not ugly.
No, it's a saying. It's an old saying. It's not an insult. It's a saying. It means that you're no longer, a small, cute little kid that can't take care of herself.
Oh, really? Maybe you should remember that every now and then, mister.
What is that supposed to be?
Mister, sit down and shut up, because I have to dad you now.
What?
Well, sometimes you are pretty bad at breaking news, and I was seeing that Jesse here was about to pop a blood vessel with worry.
Okay, are we gonna tell him about the rat and dog and cat shit?
Yeah, um, um, I don't see how that would help his nerves right now. Anyway, Jesse, any questions?
What does she mean you guys turned into animals earlier?
So you remember when when Clea and I and Kat went to the bazaar?
I think
Worst idea ever.
so.
Yeah,
Oh,
you know, the bazaar outside the city where there were big ads, in the
Yeah,
news and
I
stuff.
remember Damien
yeah.
and Peter drugged me there. Ugh, awful place. They didn't even have pizza, man. They didn't even have fries.
Well, maybe you'll learn one day that a lot of places in the world don't have those things.
Well, I don't want to be in those places.
Anyway, so we were there, we were perusing the bazaar, and then it turns out that that bazaar was run by a dream speaker.
Alleged.
He seemed pretty legit. Anyway, so he approached us, the elder of the dream speaker, had us made, mages, come over to his, and he said that, hey, here is this letter that I need delivered to this other mage who is in a horizon realm.
Yeah, that was after they served us turds.
No, they didn't serve us actual turds.
They looked like turds to me.
It was perfectly fine food. Anyway, Kat and I accepted the job because there was some interesting info being
Because you're
offered.
idiots.
Maybe I was trying to build some good rapport.
They're foreigners. They'll be gone next week.
So am I.
Rude. So very rude.
Yeah, but you live here.
Mind you, I faked myself a pretty good green card, I have to say. But yes, I thought I shouldn't go for full American citizenship because I don't like paying taxes twice.
Wait, you're paying taxes?
Hey, I might be willing to mess with Jack the Ripper, but the IRS, no, thank you.
Never mess with the IRS. I think they like caught
You're an
that
entropy page, for
gangster.
fuck's sake.
I'm put it that way. There are two things you can bet on in this world: death and taxes. And when it comes to death, I'm not that sure anymore. Anyway.
On the taxes, but anyway.
But yes, so to cut a long story short, we got into that horizon realm, which was all very wintry and stuff, and suddenly we realized that we have been transmogrified into animals. Me into a rat, Clea into a golden retriever, the cutest golden retriever ever, by the way, and there was...
Sugar me up. This was a bad decision.
What?
We got out all right.
Was it at least fun? Being a dog and stuff.
It was interesting.
Jail for a bit.
Yeah. Anyway, after a little bit of adventuring, so to speak, we managed to find the mage. The guy definitely was German, Karstein, and he turned us back into our human forms. We delivered the letter. He made sure that we could get to the portal, got back to the elder of the dream speaker, told him, hey, your letter has been delivered. We've held up our part of the bargain. He did that. Cat got a pair of magical socks. It's a long story. I can give you the details later. And Clea got money, and I got a letter with some interesting info for myself, because that guy seems to be a pretty high entropy mage, and I was curious.
Okay.
So nobody got hurt. Everything is fine.
We would have died in this fucking ice storm, dude.
Yeah, and I could I could die the next day by being hit by a fucking car.
Well, it's easier to die as a mouse in a snowstorm than be hit by a truck that you could
Well-
probably stop with your magical shit, you know?
Couldn't you do the same even though you were at, like, just cast
I was.
spells?
I mean, I could Spider-Man the cave, but that's about it. Which, by the way, was very, very, very dangerous thing to do when I have all this paradox on my ass. You know?
Yeah, you shouldn't be casting magic if you have paradox.
Well, yeah, we would have died otherwise.
Well, okay. To put it very simply, yes, I had misjudged the situation, and I have bloody well learned my lesson from it. But the important point is we got back, and we are okay.
Okay, that's good.
And I'm never going to the bazaar ever again.
Fine with me.
Unless I bring pizza.
How's your friend, lady, person?
Hmm. Oh, Pamela. Oh, she's fine.
Oh, well, anatomically correct, I'd say. And still wink at Damien.
I haven't got the foggiest idea what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, we found out about those stuff that we were talking about the other day.
Which is
That it's the same.
That the physiology of the fallen is very, very similar to our own.
Yeah, I learned in theory, and Damien here learned in practice.
Jesse makes a confused
She
face.
elbows Damien.
What?
Not that my sex life is any of your business, but yeah, things went ahead very fast. But it was very pleasant, and that's all I'll say on the matter. He crosses his arms. A gentleman enjoys and keeps his mouth shut. As simple as that.
I'm happy for you. I don't know why Clea keeps asking everyone about that stuff.
I do. Well, because she's got about as much etiquette as a boar.
Whatever, dude. I mean, you know about my stuff.
Yeah, thanks to your rudeness, Mina refuses to put a correspondence ward on our chantry unless you personally go to her and apologize for threatening her not once, but twice.
When did I threaten her?
The first time you threatened her that you would seriously hurt her or maybe even kill her.
What?
That's something that doesn't fly well with mages.
When did that happen?
The first time we met. The first time all four of us met in our chantry.
I didn't threaten to kill her.
I remember you at least threatening quite heavily bodily harm at the very least.
If she were to harm my people. It's
Well, yeah, tradition mages don't take shit like that. Well, It's fucking politics. What do you expect?
Maybe your dearest Mina has to grow a thicker skin. How about that?
Yeah, she needs to grow a bit of a thicker skin, and you have to be a bit more careful towards who you mouth off to. This is not like,
I mean, to be
well,
fair, I'm mouthing off to everyone.
yeah, and that's getting me all worried, because I've come across mages where if you pull that off, they'll make your fucking mouth disappear, and worse.
I'm making you one.
Yeah, I would like to point out that this isn't like the life we used to have, where if somebody assaults you, you can just go to the cops, and there is really many different layers of higher institutions. This is a little bit more Wild West with ours, because the only ones who are regulating ourselves are, guess
You want
what?
to look
Ourselves.
person that needs the help of cops? For real, dude.
Helps of what?
Do I look like a person who needs the help from cops?
Can we like not talk about all this violence and magical?
Well, I've got my shit enough together that I'm reining in my impulses. It's called self-control.
I.
And you, with all due respect, tend to have rather little of it.
Self control, really?
Can we please just act like regular people for once? Just getting ice cream instead of all these weird shit that's been happening.
But Jesse, we're not regular people.
We are. If you
Damien
want it
starts
to
eating his
be.
ice cream.
No, dude, we're not. And I'm sorry, but having a normal life, it's not something that is possible for us anymore, you know?
Not as easily as before.
It's still possible if you try.
I have seen some mages pulling off, at least stuff similar to a normal life.
I mean, normal is arbitrary. I mean, we're pretty
Okay,
normal in
closer to average.
Normal is when you don't end up killing someone. You don't see shit, monsters. You don't speak to vampires. You don't go inside a house full of weird shit. That's normal.
Okay,
This is not normal.
Jesse, please.
I have to agree with Jesse on the point that, especially somebody with his level of experience, I'm actually quite shocked that they nothing against you, dude, but I think you will agree that you're pretty new to all of this, right?
But we need to break this down because this isn't how the world works, man. Of course, killing people is normal. People are killing people all the time, every single day. And yes, they do speak to vampires, they just don't know they're vampires. We know because we can see that they're vampires.
That
Okay?
makes things worse. Why was I
No,
chosen for
this is
this?
normal. It's just you have a higher amount of knowledge than the average Joe. You're just not some ignoramus just walking around the world not knowing what's happening. You know what's happening, and you can be part of it, and you can change things, and you can prevent things from happening and make the world better. Those poor fuckers can't do that.
That's actually a good point that Clea brings up. Hey, before I was awakened, I probably shook hands with the odd vampire without even knowing it. Probably also with werewolves and God knows what else. But I was some poor schmuck who was asleep and didn't know the truth that we know. What is different with us is that we are forewarned. We know these things are out there, and to be fair, if we start applying our brains a little bit and maybe start acting a little bit more tactical. And you know what? He puts up his hands. I haven't been perfect. I've also been. I also fucked up at least on one occasion, but at least we can now start try dealing with that. And secondly, yeah, as far as I'm concerned, I'm trying to stay away from the bloodsuckers as much as I can.
Have you guys never read any Lovecraftian books? What is knowledge? Knowing is ignorance is better sometimes.
Oh, you're going for
Knowing
the
too much.
ignorance is bliss. I'll tell you something. I rather know what threats are out there so that I could stand with sword in hand than lying, sleeping, and getting sucked dry in my sleep. Thank you very much.
Look, dude, I get it. It's a bit too much. You haven't been into this for long.
And with all due respect, the guy who should have been mentoring you, easing you in to the whole thing, giving you the information bite size so that you could work. Well, he ain't around, and yeah, I didn't realize that I probably should have tried to jump into that part and ease you in there, and for that you have my apologies.
We haven't heard from him in weeks. He could be dead for all we know with all this shit that's been
Well,
happening
we'll
to
find
us.
out. Just don't worry about it just now. The thing is, you're doing okay, all things considered. I mean,
Okay.
apart from the fact that you're like in a downward spiral, drug fueled spiral downward.
You're not helping, Clea.
Well, yeah, but you're getting there. At least you have acknowledged there is a problem. Isn't that like, the start of the solutioning?
And hey, you know what's the difference between the sleepers and things? We can do shit, you can learn shit, and it is high time that I show you some of my roads so that so that you actually have then some uh, the tools that you can defend yourself, so that you don't feel like prey anymore, but that you can actually hold your own. It's not I, with less knowledge than you, was able to figure out ways how I could hit ghosts, hit things more hard, how to scare away the odd vampire. He says very calmly as he's taking the odd piece of
And
ice
you
cream
can
and
fuck
eating
shit
it.
up. You know?
Yeah, but I will also agree with Jesse that as far as we can, we should also try to keep a lower profile, and maybe for a bit, you know what, when they come up and go like, hey, we need people for a mission, maybe just politely say, hey, sorry, we've got our own shit to deal with. By the way, a lot of us are
Wait.
anyway pretty much beginners. How about we let like the seniors, like in school.
What do you mean low profile? He just dyed his hair pink.
Well, at least that can be explained away by he felt a bit eccentric and went to a thing and had his hair dyed. It's okay. And I mean, I don't know why you want to have pink hair. I personally would advise go back to what you had before. It looks better, but hey,
No,
that's
no,
just
no.
my
I like the
opinion.
pink.
I thought that this magic thing would be whimsical, like some sort of fantasy type thing, and it ended up
Hmm.
becoming a great horror.
I mean, it can be if you want. I mean, do you remember the time that the professor had summoned the rat dude? That was whimsical. I mean, you can do that shit.
Um, so I hate to break it to you, but yeah, this world of magic, yeah, yeah, you are a wizard, Jesse, and there is no going back now. However, I will agree with Clea. Yes, there is horror in the world, but if you take your time and look around, you will also find a lot of beauty. I have found the sort of enchantment in this new, well, basically existence of mine that I before, when I was asleep. I thought, yeah, that was actually a bit of a sad existence, that there was no wonder in the world. Boy, was I wrong. But I've also seen some real beauty, stuff that as a sleeper I never would have got to see. So it depends very much how you deal with the lemons that life throws at you. Are you going to make lemonade, or are you just going to bite into it and suffer?
I squared it in your eyeball.
What?
Some people do that shit.
Ah,
Have
What?
you ever heard of suicide tequila?
no, I haven't, and that's
Here's what
not to the point. But
you
Jesse,
start the salt, you drink the tequila, and then you squeeze the lemon in your eyeball.
we can talk about alcoholic beverages later. But and Damien puts his hand on Jesse's shoulder and just goes like, "Dude, we are here. We've already been able to take care of Jack the Ripper. That's one big threat out of the way. I'm sure we'll figure out a way how to get rid of Frost. And after that, we'll be taking it easy. We'll be doing some more studying. I'll teach you some of the stuff that I've learned. We're going to make you into a competent mage. We are, also going to see that you can have some more dates with your lovely girlfriend, and just try to normalize stuff and just get into a routine. But yes, I think you have been pushed into the deep end, and with all due respect, I think you have survived the deep end better than some other mages that I knew. That's something to be proud of.
There is a runner. It's a new person who's like, it's new for me that we're running. She doesn't have a lot of athletics. So she's probably sweating. But she does see the tree because the hair of Jesse and Clea is too easy to spot.
To be fair, I have unobtrusive and arcane. Thank you very much.
Okay. Therefore, the Jesse's hair takes Mina's attention, and then she runs there and then says, "Oh, wow, this is the Misfits." And she continues running, and she stops and takes a deep, breath and water from some water from her thing, and she says, "Well, this is a surprise."
Oh, hey.
Oh, hi, Miss Ardent.
Hello. Nice hairstyle, Jesse.
Thank you,
See,
man.
dude, I told you this was totally your style.
I was thinking of dyeing it back normal, but
No. Normal's boring.
I think it would be. This color suits you, but the old color is better, I think.
Agreed.
how are you, man?
I am having rough days, but I will be better. Hopefully soon.
Quite a nightmare.
You got a nightmare?
Don't worry about it. He will give the fakest smile he could give without looking fake.
Well, it's up to you to share or not to share.
Have you read Lovecraft stories?
Some.
Well, he kind of has a thing for all these, Cthulhuites, tentacle
What?
monsters, they
No, I don't.
elder ones or whatever.
Ah,
Yeah, we keep talking about it, and you keep creating shit in your brain, and then you get scared, and shit happen. That's how it. That's how it is. Yes.
What?
no, that's not how it works. He gives Clea very look. No. But anyway, we will deal with our stuff in our time. There is no point in burdening Miss Ardent here with information that she probably isn't even interested in hearing.
Jesse is a member of Order of Hermes. If he has a problem, I would count it as my problem.
And he looks to Mina very seriously and says, "Let me handle this, please."
If he doesn't want to share, this is choice. I only stated what's obvious.
He looks at Damien and then he looks at Mina and he goes, I do have a problem with something that I am comfortable. Well, not really comfortable, just worried. I think I might be compromised. There was this time at where we were in the restaurant and out of nowhere someone
Matlocks.
took control of me. Just like
Wow.
what happened with Clea, apparently.
Do you have
Well,
a mind
if-
shield?
But you puked it out.
Mr. Wong, did you have a mind shield?
Yeah,
Do you still have your mind shield?
I should have.
That is quite strange.
It is
Nobody should be able to control your mind when you have a mind shield.
frightening.
It is.
They said that there was someone inside of me.
Oh well, if we're doing this, Damien, just make some space. There you go.
I think you should speak with the mentor Xavier immediately. This is quite scary.
I do have a theory, though, because kind of similar thing happened to me, and that was Jack. It probably was the same thing, and then he puked out the black goo, so I don't think there's anything to worry about anymore. I mean, you can check him.
Better safe than sorry. If he has a problem with mind, and if he already put a mind shield and it doesn't work, then there's nothing I can do that would help him. Therefore, he should look for someone who is more better with mind.
Damien and I were thinking of speaking to the professor soon.
Yes,
Who's Professor?
Professor Xavier.
Okay. I would recommend it as soon as possible. These things shouldn't come to chance.
Of course. As and he calms down a bit, centers himself. We're on it. We've just been working our way through a literal laundry list of things, but we're on it.
Mr. Wong, if you have any problem, you can always call me.
Yes. Thank
Just so
you.
you know.
But yeah, here's the thing: the Bobs were there, so probably
What Bob's
professor dude probably already knows about the incident.
Bob Matlock, to be clear, because Bob's could be anything.
You really like correcting me.
Well, you are very unclear at times, and it can be really confusing.
I wouldn't assume what the mentor Xavier would and wouldn't know. It's best to have Mr. Wong here come to Hermetic Chantry and speak, and he should speak for himself after all.
Mhm. Ever since that house, everything has been very terrible. I've been seeing things as well. It's probably just nothing to worry about.
We'll figure it out once we are there.
I have a question. Because normally it'd say he has to go to therapy, but he can't talk to the therapist about this stuff. Are there like meiji therapists or something?
Mr. Wong, how do you feel?
Well, considering I'm on a lot of drugs right now, I feel pretty well.
Face palms.
Yeah, Mia just like she releases a breath and then she says, I am trying to help you as best as I can. I understand you do use drugs, but temporary feelings wouldn't help in your case.
I feel terrible.
Is it because the things that is happening around you or the feelings that you have regarding mind control?
I. It's just circumstances, I suppose, and that things that I keep seeing.
There is a there are some individuals who get to see visions of future. Like in Verbena, they're called oracles. Shamans in dream speakers.
Yeah, Mina will see Clea shaking her head really fast, like no, 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 and like doing gestures. No, don't go there, don't go there, don't go there.
What do you mean? Why should I shouldn't go there?
Because if you suggest that the things that you're seeing are parts of the future, you're gonna make it worse, probably.
Fearing from the future wouldn't help anyone, firstly, and secondly, if you get these warnings, therefore there was still a chance to fix them. Now I'm not sure if these are signs of future, Mr. Wong, but I'm sure there's still a chance that we can change them.
Wait, you're saying the things climbing on the walls, the
No,
Lovecraftian
not
things?
necessarily.
Not
That's
necessarily.
why
The
that
visions that you get can be enigmatic. Like the things climbing on the walls may be sign of you having a problem with the walls. It is always like enigmatic. When you get visions, those are enigmatic. Therefore, you try to interpret it what they mean.
Or maybe it is a sign that you had too much LSD.
Absolutely, that is also another fact. A lot of LSD does have circumstances of you seeing stupid visions.
Oh, fuck.
I think
I would recommend
visions,
therapy
paranoia, hallucinations, whatever the case might be, we are on it. And thank you for the advice. But currently, I'm finding that my job is being made more difficult by
Would you like to stand between me and a
people
member?
butting in constantly. I'm just trying to get this whole train on track because, like it or hate it, somebody has to lead this group into a direction and get things ticked off one by one. Thank
He's a
you for
me-
your help.
He's a member of Order of Hermes. I have every right to feel worried for him.
here we go. Mommy and Daddy are gonna have a fight over little Jessie.
No, we are not going to have. We're going to have a civilized discussion like civilized people.
There is no discussion. I understand that you have your job, but I am only asking him questions to understand what is going on. Your job is not getting harder by me asking questions. And if it is, I would like to learn how.
He rolls his eyes and says nothing and just gives a hand gesture like, go ahead.
Thank
I
you.
mean, I will have to agree with her. And we need help.
There's one thing I want to say, Mr. Wong, that now I understand we all have vices. But the Hermetics believes that the will over the spheres is the core ideal of their paradigm. And having a control over your will is extremely important to us. Therefore, you having worries about you being controlled by someone else is extremely worrying to me. That's why, while you're not from my chantry or my cabal, I have Oath of Hermes, which basically says I need to be loyal to every members of Order of Hermes, and I take that out very seriously. So, I think you should listen, Mr. Wolf, when he says we should see Professor Xavier as soon as possible. That would be my recommendation.
As I said before, it is on the list of things to do. I am not disagreeing with you.
I understand, and you're also not adding anything.
Out of character, what did you say?
She says, and you're also not adding anything.
Yeah, whatever. I know. I'm the orphan. But, yeah, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Yes, Jesse needs help. I agree.
Mina smiles and says, "Thank you for telling me your confirmation."
I just wanted to get some ice cream. Why did we have to go here?
Well, you got
You know
the
what?
ice
I'm just. You know what? Let's go. I've had enough. I've had enough of everyone else constantly trying to meddle. And Damien stands up and starts walking to the car.
know where this was coming from.
Oh, and he will shout, "And Clear, if you want to help, bloody well apologize to her."
For what?
For being an insulting dipshit at times, and he just storms off.
Well, that's how I am. It's just shrugs.
Mina turns to Kalia and says, "Do you wish to apologize for your behavior last day in the? Because I told Damien that if you apologize, I will put wards in your chantry."
So you're blackmailing him.
I'm not blackmailing him. I'm basically saying I'm insulted twice, and I already offered to Jesse and the professor who used to stay in your chantry to ward your place. But it's kind of like insulting to myself to ward your place after I'm insulted by you twice in your chantry. Therefore, I'm asking for a simple apology for your behavior that you insulted me over and over again in your chantry. And if you do, I will put the ward.
How about this? Put the ward in their rooms and leave mine alone.
So you
I don't believe I said anything that is overly insulting. Honestly, if you want my opinion, you need to grow a thicker skin, honey. Like, seriously.
you would be surprised with the thickness of my skin.
Mm, mm, mm.
And
Just
I can
really-
handle.
Just gonna walk off and try to walk off without being noticed by you two.
Uh, God damn it! Why are you doing this? I'm gonna roll it.
Oh fuck! Oh god damn it!
Don't worry.
Okay, roll for it.
I have a shitty roll. I have a shitty roll.
What was it? Dexterity and stealth.
Okay, roll it because let's see if I even have a chance of noticing. Because no,
Let's see. Two successes.
there's a chance.
No.
Who wins?
I think you are the defender, Christine, because he's trying to leave.
Okay. So I'm gonna tell where you think you're going, dude.
I'm gonna get more ice cream.
Okay, then we all go there, and we can continue this discussion like en route. But here's the thing, Mina. I don't do apologies. I don't see why I need to apologize. I don't see what was so insulting to you when your tone is smug inside my own house. You know, I just pointed it out. You don't agree with that? That's, I guess you're right to disagree, but that's my opinion and I will stand by it. That doesn't mean we can't work together.
No, we will work together. It's completely okay.
I can be professional, but expecting an apology over something that, and to be fair, I'm insulted by you as well. Like, you think I'm some kind of idiot that just, or whatever. But anyway, I don't care. Do you want ice cream?
I will get an ice cream. She smiles. She has a very nice smile on her face. She doesn't say anything. It feels like she accomplished something.
Oof.
Yeah, at some point, Damien comes back looking more sweaty and less angry, and definitely with some very bruised knuckles.
So what's gonna do to you, dude?
Oh, I had to let off some steam because sometimes I wonder why the hell I even try.
I don't know. Sometimes you're a bit hot-headed. Hey, Jesse, wanna see a unicorn?
What?
And before Jesse replies, he's gonna take the cone and put it on Damien's forehead. There to cool down.
Face palm. Face palm.
You literally see Damien, you know, that lovely little how do you call it again? That lovely little vein in the side of the corner just really starts pumping. He's positively vibrating with anger.
Jesse is going to.
Very slowly, he takes the cone off his forehead and just puts it in the, big rubbish container thing, whatever. And he just looks at you, Clear, as if he wants to beat the everlasting shit out of you.
Jesse
He
will,
just stares at you.
Just trying to
Jesse will,
cheer him up.
Jesse will try to drag Damien away, and he'll say, "Come on, dude."
Yeah,
I'll catch up
Damien
you."
lets him.
Yeah.
Damien lets him, but he is staring daggers at Clear.
Come on, dude. Let me patch up your knuckles.
Please do. He's obviously trying his best to control himself, but it's close to the surface.
Does he do those things a lot? She asks to Cleo.
Not really. I don't know what happened because he's usually not angry. Uh, I thought I'd cheer Jesse up. It didn't work apparently. Okay, I don't know. I'm confused anyway.
Let me buy you this ice cream.
Nah,
I
it's
recently earned
fine.
a lot of money.
It's fine, man. Don't worry. I'll just have a cigarette.
Okay, bro. She called her a bro. Then you said, "Okay, man." She just like, her like the way she says "bro" was like she made it sound like it comes out. Like it's like it's obvious that she underlined "bro" when she said it.
Well, yeah, like it flies over Cleo's head like completely. Apart that she's confused as hell by nature, now she also has six paradox on her. So yeah, things are gonna be weird.
The she takes like lemon. Actually, she is with vanilla, so she actually takes with vanilla uh, ice cream and starts to eat her ice cream while Damien and Jesse is away.
Yeah, they are to the side. Jesse is patching up his knuckles.
Mm-hmm.
They are not bloody, but probably a few hits more and they would have started bleeding.
Mm.
Boy, I have to buy him a bottle of a good one, probably.
Can we just go home, Damien?
Yeah, mind you, it's not that I don't agree with them, but fuck, Clea can be annoying at times.
Uh,
You know how much effort I've gone in trying to patch things up between those two?
yes.
I'm sometimes so fed up with this bullshit. We've got so much more important things to keep, but no, the two of them have to be, and he says that, half whispering, but but of course the two have to be fucking bitchy about each other instead of realizing that we bloody well should be trying to cooperate with things. No,
I
I'm
mean, I think that would be a good point to like look sideways and see them chatting like normally.
Just,
yeah.
just wave at her and pretend you're not bad mouthing her. Ah,
Mina is asking Clea, so you date anybody?
Do you?
No, I used to date someone from back in, where I come from, but it didn't work.
Well, I'm kind of in like a, I guess in a dating phase, kind of.
I
You're not
understand.
asking me out, are you?
No, I'm not asking you out.
Oh, okay, 'cause, we might
It
have
would
our
have been strange.
differences, but I wouldn't say no to that. But
Thank you.
under like normal circumstances, I mean. But yeah,
I'm flattered. Thank you. We can, like it would be quite strange if we just hold hands and they would just like Jesse and Damon see us as holding hands.
I think that would break David. Oh, oh yeah,
Mi-
let's do it. Let's do it.
Mina extends her hand.
Yeah, Cleo will totally take her hand.
am I hallucinating?
Damien looks, sees that, and and quite frankly, he walks over, sits down. Oh, Clea, I didn't know you were in a polyamorous relationship. Good for you. And he just produces a cigarette and lights it.
Because that's 2000. I don't think that was the term that was very popular back
Oh,
then.
I know. He is using terminology that probably hasn't even been invented yet.
Yeah. A poly what now?
Polyamorous, with multiple lovers.
It's a term that comes from the past, I think, because OOC, I think the term comes from the past because like there
Or
are
it,
like
or it could be an
warlords.
old one that just wasn't
Yeah,
in use.
used that much. Mina being a history teacher, it means that a person who has more than one girlfriend or boyfriend or both.
Yeah.
Oh.
Anyway, he goes like, okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I don't know what the hell happened, but I'm happy to see that you guys are not at each other's throats anymore.
This is just a fling, one night stand type of thing. Mina
You
says
know
with a
what?
smile.
Good for you. Good for you. Hey, where I come from, stuff like that is normal.
I think that it's normal everywhere. I think, right?
I mean,
Hey,
I don't usually do these things in the first date, but just Clea just did something and I couldn't resist myself.
you know what? Good for you too. well, at least glad to see that you guys are not at each other's throats. He seems to be taking it surprisingly well.
Clea is confused from all this. So, Desi, how are you doing, buddy.
How about we just let him enjoy his ice cream?
Uh, you guys want to booze it up?
No, that would be a bad idea at this point. I'm still low-key mad at you, Clea.
Can
I'll
I
buy
just,
you a bottle of Hennessy.
I'm not such a fan of alcohol anyway. It just gives me hangovers.
A basket of fruits. You
Or
love
maybe a bag of fruits, and he smiles.
You're pushing it, bro.
Oh,
You're
after all the
pushing
pushing that you have done, little missy, I think that I'm perfectly entitled for a bit of payback.
Ah, well, you know, that whole shit was on you, my dude. That was
Yeah,
on you. I put myself through fucking. Well, I can't say hell because it was fucking frozen. How do you call the frozen hell? A frel.
the
I put
7?
myself through frel to keep you guys, not
you could
getting
have sat that one out.
I
You
think it
could have
was the
sat that
7,
one out.
the 7th layer of
would have
Inferno
frozen to death there. You were
in
tiny.
Divine Comedy.
He was tiny.
Uh-huh.
I was awesome.
He was riding on my back.
Yeah, it was totally worth it. I got to ride you. He uses exactly that wording.
Jesse
You
starts chuckling.
extremely hard for me not to make a comment on that, bro.
You know
Extreme.
what, bro? You know what, bro? Now we are quits. And he smiles.
Fist
Uh,
bump.
Fist bump.
The fist bump.
The balance has been addressed.
This is so stupid.
Hey, it's better than me asking her to go on the side and us having a slugging match. Trust me, this is better.
I mean, yeah.
At
This
Clea's
feels.
arm.
Now I feel way better. And he lights another cigarette and just leans back. Now, why couldn't we have that from the beginning?
What? You riding Clea?
No,
Or Clea riding you?
us
Wait.
sitting around and not.
You're
And
being
now.
extremely inappropriate, and I take offense to that because that's my field of expertise. So, yeah.
You're an expert at ticking people off. That I'll
Yeah.
give you. You're a proper master at that.
So,
He-
yeah,
he
Jesse,
laughs very
stay
relaxed
in
now.
your lane, my dear.
I'm a lot of things, but trust me, I can run pretty fast and for a long time.
Okay.
Come on, just because. No, you didn't get the socks. Cat took the socks. So I can probably catch up to you. Not to mention that, well, okay, not here, but in other places, I wouldn't even need to run. I'd just fucking Spider Man your ass.
That's assuming I would let you.
That's assuming you'd have a choice.
Oh, I have got so many tricks up my sleeve that I could make your head spin.
You don't know my tricks. I'm tricksy too, you know.
I was involved in stopping the end of the world twice. You don't manage that by just
I was
winging
involved
it.
in well, I don't know because I don't remember, but I'm sure I've done some pretty big stuff.
Can you guys like stop dick measuring?
It does kind of feel
Stupid.
like dick measuring. As Mina comes back from a phone call.
But that's what we do, you know. Maybe you should chime in. Come on. Don't you want to measure your dick with ours?
No,
I'm not
gods
interested.
no. And by the way, Clear, I like you, but trying to make a dick measuring contest with me, you must have been born with the cruelest handicap. Damien is being a dick, I'll be honest right now.
Sweetheart, what you can do with your dick, I can do better.
Ha! Oh,
Can
oh,
you guys at
do
least
I have
not
to
be
get
too
Pam
loud?
and get some
No,
testimony
no, no,
because
no,
she
no, no,
was
no, no.
impressed.
I wouldn't go there. No, I don't think that would be a good idea.
Can you guys like
Then
not
don't
be
bring it
loud?
up.
People are like, staring. I think they're
Uh,
like noticing you talk about like dick measuring and stuff in the public park.
well, it's a public park. If we want to measure our dicks here, we're free to do so. This is America.
I'm not really interested in nudity in the parks, but
We're
Okay,
being more
our figurative
metaphorical
dicks.
here
Yeah,
anywhere.
okay, I'm interested. The if I am quite new in the meat society, I don't think I have done many things, or closely not enough. But um,
We are just
stopping the
bantering with
world,
each other.
stopping the world damnation twice is a big thing.
Hey, and I don't say that lightly, and you can see from Damien's expression that he's serious about that.
yeah, but that wasn't here. It was there, though.
Still counts. I lost a lot on those missions, and I'm not going to let anybody minder my contribution that I did to that, because I know it's going to take a long time till I'll be getting any sort of respect around here.
I hate to break it up to you, because this is going to be some bit rude.
Lay it on me. I'm used to it at this point.
No one may not give a shit about these kind of things. People that you
Yeah,
save this
I
world, there's like
guessed as much.
7 million people, and pardon, 6 million. There's like 6 trillion people in this world, and they don't know about what you did.
I know. I'm not talking about the sleepers.
Even the mages,
Well,
most of them doesn't know.
Yeah. Well,
should
to be fair, originally I also didn't do it for the glory, but because it was the right thing to do, or at least I thought it was.
It depends on the purview of the individual to individual, I think.
I think stopping the world twice from literally ending the way as we know it, from having, and he comes closer, outsiders invade reality. Yeah, I think that was the right call.
is that something that's going to happen?
No, because that was, and he lowers his voice, because that was in a parallel universe. Not necessarily. Things could pan out very differently here. I have found a lot of things that are the same, but I've also found a lot of things that are different. So
I
it's a
think
50-50 toss-up at this point.
I think we're falling back to that discussion that we had in the garage that day. That that version of you may not have been involved because you don't know what version of you that one is, or something.
And what point is it me worrying about it right here and right now? That would be waste of energy.
Nothing. But my point is, you shouldn't need to save the world to get respect. I think you're respected, respectable, respected. Yeah, that. I mean, people call you doctor.
That's because I am one.
I think respect goes in a very strange way. Sometimes I have seen orphans acting disrespectful to tradition mages who has accomplished much. Um, People can say all they want about I have done this and I'm not going to let anybody do this badly things about me, but the world as it is uh, everyone sees through their own angles. I see things from my own eyes, and
Worldview.
yeah, the worldview is quite different. While we can say the world, Jesse just may be happy as long as he doesn't see any weird things, and Clea can be happy as long as she lives alone, or I can be happy as long as I just keep learning and reach my ascension. The While let's just say Sasha right now saved the world, and I'm sure Sayuro would be very happy that he did something, but we just maybe don't know that he saved the world. Even us, like I think just say like I won't let anybody smolder my accomplishments is just your ego talking, sadly. And I understand it's like a huge reality crash. I don't know what I would say if I was in your shoes, but I
He
I
he
think I
he
would say the
just
same thing.
sighs and puts up a hand, like please stop,
Hmm.
sort of
Yeah,
gesture.
She stops.
I guess you're right. After all, it is weird balancing the soul, the mind with its ego, the truth that that I regularly get faced with, and for most of the time, I I quite honestly just had to figure it out on my own, and a lot of trial and error went in there, and you know what? Yes, you guys have my apology for how I behaved before. But I also realized that I just needed to get those emotions out and out of the way. I'm I'm just like everyone else trying to figure out stuff, trying to find my way, and also just trying to coexist with beings who by anyone who would say that they're a logical and reasonable person should probably be worried shitless about. But I'm also just trying to figure out a philosophy how I can go ahead because I'm faced with challenges which, with all due respect, the German schooling system couldn't prepare me for. My parents were able to give me some good advice, and it has been helpful, but I'm faced with some things that I understand, some things I don't understand, and but I'm also aware that I am not defenseless and that I'm not an idiot. I might make mistakes, but we all do. I'm just trying to find my way, and yes, it could be that my ego gets in the way of that sometimes. It's not as if I really had a teacher
I
to
mean,
show
yeah,
me a path.
I get it.
And
Like,
he's quite deflated at this point.
you have a lot on your head, I suppose, and having to deal with the both of us. I mean, okay, I'll admit we're a mess. Uh,
Not mess.
and you should be more of a mess, but you're dealing with our messes, so
Uh,
there's
I
that.
because I find that somebody has to, for the lack of a better word, take the helm of the ship and try to steer it into a productive direction. And who knows, maybe I'm also foisting responsibilities upon myself that I maybe shouldn't be. But
Hey,
somebody
I'm
has to.
productive.
So, somebody has to step up when, when the ship has no captain, somebody has to step up and be the captain.
Hey, but I'm productive. Just not in the way that you see, because I see. Remember when we were talking when we were where was that? Fuck.
It's and
Camping?
clear. I mean, quite frankly, I am actually quite thankful to Mina because she's been able to show me things and at least, how should I say, show me the signpost for at least a few different ways. But I've also got the feeling that we shouldn't automatically just give everyone every little detail about our lives, because yeah, Mina might not use that against us. Mina might be a very decent person about it, but I'm sometimes worried that if we were around other mages, people have also awoken who are total assholes and would use any advantage they have against their other mages for their petty little power plays. So, can we please just let that one rest?
I'm not sure what exactly you mean.
I just don't want to tell everybody every little detail of our life because, frankly, it's sometimes none of their business. I'm not referring to the stuff with Jesse. I'm just making a more general statement here. I think even Mina would agree that she doesn't tell everyone everything.
I'm not telling everyone everything. I'm telling you about the holodeck.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Yeah,
I
I
was
think
mistaken.
I figured
Okay,
out how to
I
kind of
misinterpreted something.
do it.
Okay.
I need to get some more, you know, uh, I need to learn some stuff from someone from, I guess, my peoples. But I think I can get it done. And it's gonna be
Okay.
awesome.
Okay. Okay. And I would like to point out that yes, the thing I did before with the storming off, yeah, I was just frustrated because I had the feeling that okay, we're moving ahead, we've got stuff, and everyone was just trying to butt into our business. That's why I got so frustrated. I know, Mina, it came from a good place. It was just like, you know, being in the wrong place at the wrong time kind of thing. And you have my apologies for it.
She nods.
I mean, honestly, you can use the help at this point because I don't know. I really don't know how to
I
help.
for one would definitely sleep more soundly if I knew that not every Tom, Dick, and Harry who wishes to could spy on us.
There are people spying on us.
Or, you know, that the possibility of that were curbed. You know, people using scrying.
I'm so confused.
Do you know what scrying is?
Yeah, you told me.
Just because, okay, I'll try to put it as simple as possible. I would definitely have some less worry on my mind if somebody, you know, if the situation would allow it, that somebody could put a correspondence ward upon our chantry. Because then, if any people who we don't want to look in would try to do that, they couldn't.
How about
Like listening into our conversations and stuff through magical means. But that's not possible if you two, and he points at Clea and Mina, are not willing to at least try and get along. I don't say you have to like each other, but please. At this point, he just has like a begging expression on his face. But just please try.
I will put the correspondence sword to your chantry.
I'm trying. Right.
Thank you.
I mean, okay, I don't know how to make cakes or stuff. To be fair, Mina, if I made you a cake, I don't think you would be happy about it because I'm not good at that
You don't
stuff.
need to make cakes to me. It's okay.
But I can fix your car.
I will keep it in mind. I have to leave. There is the phone call I need to have with a manager.
Fair enough. And just so that you know, yes, we'll be visiting Xavier soon.
I'm happy to hear it. Good day, everyone.
Yeah, good day.
Later, dude.
She will leave slowly.
Jesse's just in a deep thought, so he didn't say goodbye.
See,
Yeah.
things work out.
I don't know how you did it, but he gives Clea a hug.
I have no idea.
And and I normally really don't like bearing my emotions like that. It makes me feel weak.
Don't be ridiculous. You have to do that because they're there. You have to deal with them. If you bury them, you're just gonna explode someday. And I don't mean like the,
No.
exploding.
What I mean is, I normally don't like to show my cards like that. I've got the feeling it makes me look weak in the eyes of other mages, and I've got the feeling that's a bad thing.
If they think you're weak, they can come at you and they'll get their asses handed to them, and that will be it.
But anyway, I don't know what you did, Mina. Sorry, Clear. But thank you.
I have not the faintest idea.
Doesn't matter. It's the results that matter.
I guess maybe we should do something about this. And Skinner points to Jesse.
You know what? I've been talking a lot recently. Jesse, is there anything you would like to add? I mean, is there anything else that you might have to, I don't know, and he sort of smiles nervously, share with the group?
Huh? What? Sorry, what? I
I think we need to have an intervention.
yeah, sorry, I was just thinking of what Damien said.
Oh, which part?
For the better, we did it for the good or something. He said.
Yes. I, mind you, the memories are scattered, but I remember this great sense of I could run, not have to face it, but also the realization that I wouldn't be able to, look myself in the mirror myself anymore if I didn't try and help. And yes, I was even fully aware that the world wouldn't know about what I and Ahav and 24 other mages, werewolves, and so on did. And please, but yeah, and yes, I went through shit there. I thought I never would be able to endure, but hey, here I am, standing, still alive, and the world hasn't ended.
Thank you.
I would like to think that I did some good on those 2 occasions.
Yeah.
Something that would be worthy of remembering
To
me
be
by.
fair, that world might have ended by now.
Ah,
I'm
you
sorry.
know
I'm sorry.
you know what? Nah,
Yeah.
you know what? He puts he just puts a hand on thing, and you know what? But it could also be that things got way better. Who knows?
I don't think things that got better there because you're not there anymore.
You know
But
what,
things
guys?
get better here.
He sort of chuckles and sort of in a very weird way. Thank you for the compliment.
You know what, guys? Why don't I treat you guys to a movie or something?
Yeah, you know what? Yes, thank you, Jesse.
Okay. Movie.
Yeah.
Come on, let's go.
Yeah. Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Which movie, by the way?
I, to be honest, I haven't checked. much
It's
in a
fine.
while.
It's fine. I mean, this is the year 2000, so I probably didn't see it in the cinemas anyway because I was like 12.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
He will let you guys walk before him. He's just gonna stand there for a while and make kind of a I don't know how to describe his face. Let's say like a semi-sad face, and then mutter the words you said, you did it for the betterment or whatever it was.
Yeah, for the greater good.
For the greater good. And then he will follow you guys.
Fair enough. So once he starts following, Damien will actually fall back and just say, "How about we walk in a line, as is befitting for heroes like us?"
Yeah, and do it in slow motion.
Okay, slow motion is putting it on thick, but you know what? Yeah,
Yeah, we'll
we
have
are badasses.
we'll also have to
Let's
sing
be
a
honest.
soundtrack for Bad Boys or something.
Yeah. Hey, we are fucking bad boys and girls.
I think that's the best point to end it, guys.
Yes.
So yeah. Thank you, players, for playing and watchers for watching. This has been another scene of Orlando Ascended. See you all next time.